Hello there again. This is Marlene Craig, your Monday host at Bears and Bulls, the Philippine coverage of Philippine Stock Exchange market. Today we have another topic or segment to discuss, and we have a guest from TravelDotCom, a travel agency. So we'll be talking about business in travel agencies. And we would like to welcome Mr. Ferdinand Arzaga, the CEO of TravelDotCom Inc. Mr. Arzaga would like to say hello to our televiewers.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Cape Global Destiny.
Yeah. Okay, welcome to our station. Now, you are with TravelDotCom. We would like to ask you, how did you come into this business? You think travel agency business or in the Philippines, like tourism business, is a lucrative business?
Well, traveling is part of the balance in life. So, of course, as part of the balance, you have to travel, of course, you know? And when you're traveling, you want to be happy and you want to be a bit memorable, and as much as possible, it's affordable.
So, I mean, everybody needs a rest and recreation, you mean?
Yes, that's part of the balance.
It's very important business because everybody needs to go away from their work, from their stresses, and traveling is the best way to do it, right?
Yeah, to unwind, yeah.
Yeah, so having that, we need the travel agencies to do their travels and to go to, or to reach their destinations, right?
Yeah, we assist them.
Okay, tell me about TravelDotCom. So, what do you specialize in? Like local or international?
Well, we both local and international, but of course we are in the Philippines. So, mas alam natin yung mga travel dito sa Philippines, like we specialize Boracay.
Okay.
Kasi this is one of the hotspot in the Philippines.
The #1 destination of tourists.
Yes.
Okay, how about Bohol and Cebu?
Well, Bohol and Cebu, not that much because we have some incidents there before. But naayos na yon. So, not that much, unlike going to Boracay.
Okay, so you specialize in Boracay travels. So, how do you do your marketing as a travel agency so that, because it's very competitive, right? There's so many travel agencies in the Philippines and in the world because they can book also Boracay packages from outside the country, right? So how do you compete with this market? What is your marketing strategy?
Okay, Marlene, thank you so much. No, talagang that's true. It's hard to market, especially now. Perhaps we have 3,000 travel agencies in the Philippines. So first of all, of course, you must have a lot of websites, and of course a knowledgeable IT.
Oh yeah. Talking about these websites, like you must create as many websites as you can. You mean?
Yes.
Because most of the travelers now are booking themselves online, right? So how many? So how many do you have now with TravelDotCom?
Well, with TravelDotCom now we start 8 websites, and we have talaga namang magaling na IT namin.
Yeah, so the IT is the one who makes sure that your URLs.
Yes, of course, you must be at least
seen
at the first page in the search engine.
Yeah, so
because if you are on the last, people will not visit you there anymore.
So to be able to compete with the market, with other travel agency, to market yourself, you must have as many websites as you can.
Okay. Yeah.
And try to dominate.
Yes, that's the word.
The words in the search engines, right? Anything intended for travelers to search or to Google you or to Yahoo you must dominate those words like Boracay packages.
Yes.
Cheap resorts and like that, right?
Yes. If they type Boracay rates, it should be, you must be at the top one, you know.
Yeah. And are you in the top one now in Google or in Yahoo?
Well, if you type Boracay affordable packages, We are 1 and 2
So
in the
how
page.
else? That's
And
good.
when you go to Boracay rates, if you type boracayrates.net, we are on the first page on number 5.
Okay, so how else do you market yourself?
Well, of course, we do some, we go to companies and offer our products to them because we know that they are doing also their team buildings.
So you do corporate accounts?
Yes.
Yeah, because there, if you go to one of the biggest companies here, imagine then you can dominate already and have so many clients from there, right? Because a lot of these companies give R&R or rest and recreation,
Yes.
team building, travels for their people nowadays. Oh, that's great. And how else?
Well, we do some flyers also.
Flyers, of course.
Yeah, and of course, yung pinaka-importante sa lahat yung service.
And then the personalized service.
We personalize the service. From here in Metro Manila, Marlin, nagdi-deliver kami for free.
So free
Door-to-door
delivery, door-to-door delivery for the tickets, or you can sign, since most of the tickets are right? Electronically produced, you can just email them their tickets and their vouchers, right?
Or we can send our messenger to bring it to their home. It's a
yeah.
door-to-door service, and then from there we call them. Our messengers already at the airport 30 minutes before their flight to make sure that they make the flight. And then when they arrive we personalize them, and then when they arrive Katiklan, we have to make sure that because first impression lasts, we have to make sure that they get the transfer to the resort.
So you offer the whole packages door to door,
Yes.
from the airport to the airport and to the door of the resort.
Then as soon as they arrive the resort, we call them and make sure that they get what they paid.
Oh, that's very good. So what else makes you so different from any other travel agency that provides Boracay packages? Do you get the best contracted rates that you can offer? I mean, so you can give the cheapest rate to your clients?
Yeah. Oh yes. That's one also part of our of the
Marketing?
the marketing. We buy rooms in advance.
So you buy rooms in advance and get them at a cheaper rate.
Yes.
So then you can give cheaper rates to your clients.
Yes.
So what else? Like you have a variety of resorts. Like how many resorts are you representing now?
Well, as of this time, we have in Boracay we have 300 resorts.
Okay.
As of this time, we catered, I'm not 80 resorts.
Okay. The top resorts.
The top
famous
resorts.
top
Yes,
resorts.
yes.
All right. And so to market it is to really have as much websites as you can,
Yes.
as many telephone numbers and cell phones, contact numbers as you can, good location, I think.
Yes.
And then go to your corporate, to get corporate contracts from big companies for their travels, and flyers, of course, and then interviews like this, media interviews, exposure.
Thank you for having me.
And having the best rates, of course, competitive rates. I mean, if you can mark down your prices as low as you can, I mean, even 20 peso or 50 peso lower, I think you can catch the market, because everybody now, it seems, even I would like to get the cheapest travel I can have, right? Okay. So is it easy to facilitate licenses when you want to build a travel agency?
Well, yeah, we have a improved system now.
We have an improved system with SEC.
Yeah. It is easy. I think after 2 days you can get or 3 days you can already have your certificate, and then you show that to the city hall, the business permit, and after 2 days you can have already your.
But I heard there's like the city of Makati, they're already full with regards to licensing. So where do you have your office?
Well, we have it in Mandaluyong.
Well, it's very near, right?
Yeah.
That's also a good location because it's very near Makati, right?
Yeah, and Mandaluyong is improving now.
So how's the licensing in Makati? Still, di ba? It's still full?
Well, this is only the city that they have limited the travel
Licensing.
agent, yeah, licensing.
It's full kasi. Anyway, so being based in Mandaluyong, I mean, does it make any difference instead of being based to Makati?
Well, just like what you said a while ago, of course, the most important is the location. When it comes to business, is the location.
Yes.
Of course, Makati is still Makati. That's the business center. So, but our place is.
But since you are online, so does it make any difference? Because everybody now doesn't have time to go to the travel agency offices, right? Everybody now want to book online. So since you are already seen in the Google or in the search engine, I think it doesn't make any difference, or does it?
But still, because that's a different market. You can get market through online booking.
And the walk-ins.
What about the
Walk-ins.
walk-ins also?
Also,
That helps.
so if you're in Makati, of course, there are more people and offices here, and then if your office is easily seen, then you can really capture the walk-ins, right?
Yes, that's right.
So is Boracay still the #1 scenic spot for tourists to come into the Philippines?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Are this for both locals and foreigners?
Yes.
So they still have fully booked?
Yes, because
schedule.
it's clean, it's safe, and it's affordable.
You think it's still as clean as before?
Yes.
How about Palawan? Do you also offer packages to Palawan?
Yes, of course, we offer Palawan, of course. Also, there are also.
Yeah, but the favorite destiny of people, I think these two, Palawan and Boracay, right? Okay, so how's the safety in Boracay now?
Well, it's very safe. I think every 50 meters you can see police walking there, and they have also their what they call tanods and barangays.
Okay.
It's very safe. It's very safe.
Yeah, I like Boracay a lot. So in this type of business, you say, are there any problems that that you are experiencing? Like, I heard the airlines are having their own agency already. They're also doing their travel agencies, right? I mean, do you compete with the airlines also? Because they offer packages, I heard.
Yeah, that's their prerogative. If they want to compete with travel, we cannot avoid that.
But hasn't it not made the business more competitive that way? Because even airlines offer resorts now.
Yes, that's true. But like what I said a while ago, your price should be competitive also. That's why one of the secret is you have to buy a room in advance. So you can also compete
Against even the airlines, because most of the airlines, I mean, there's no need to mention the airlines, but most of them already offer packages outside the country, right? And they have also their own websites, and they have also their own rooms. And I've noticed like they can swallow the commission and they just sell the tickets. Most of them do that also. Doesn't it affect you? Or is there enough market still?
Well, really, they can manipulate the market because they own the airlines, you know.
Yes.
we have to accept that.
Accept that, but you still compete. So having a travel agency, you think is still very good business in the Philippines?
Yes, oh yes. That's why we ask our government to sana pagandahin nila ng gusto yung ating mga
scenic spots natin.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to you kanina. You know, this country, just a thought, my own thought. Our country is so beautiful that the government should really, really concentrate on making this country as a tourist spot, you know, or make the tourism industry at its force by developing more beautiful places which are undeveloped. Just like when I traveled the whole Philippines, you know. I mean, Palawan, there's still many parts of Palawan that are underdeveloped, and there's so many beautiful places that should be developed, and they should put more efforts into that, you know. And the neighboring islands of Boracay also, they need to develop those places too, you know, instead of concentrating on industrial, which is destroying our air and everything. But really, I agree with you. So I hope the Department of Tourism you know, should do more about these places, beautiful places. There's so many beautiful places, right? And everybody's just concentrating on Boracay, Palawan, and Bohol and Cebu, you know, but there are more beautiful places.
Like in Ilocos, we have that Fort Ilocanja somewhere in Pagudpud that there's a lot of
they should develop more, you know. Cagayan de Oro has got beautiful places. Davao has got more beautiful places to develop there. And of course, Zamboanga, but because of the political problem between the Muslim and Christians, they cannot develop so much probably. But the other places like Camiguin areas, you know, in the Visayas, I've seen when I was traveling that this country is really beautiful. It should be a tourist spot.
It is.
Yeah. So, choosing this business, you think magandang kinabukasan this kind of business? Do you advise people to be in this business, or what are the criteria to be able to be successful in this kind of business?
Well, of course, like sinabi ko nga sa'yo kanina, everybody needs vacation. So, then, bilang owner ng travel agency, of course, kailangan yung price mo talaga is competitive. Sa kanila, tsaka yung service mo dapat maganda. So, yung business na ito, maganda talaga kasi talagang marami, even yung mga locals natin, pupunta rin, not only yung mga foreigner. Mga locals din natin, nagbabakasyon din sila.
Yeah, so, pero lately, with this Ondoy, were you affected? All these typhoons, did it go down? I mean, the market for travels?
Hindi naman masyado naramdaman kasi marami pa rin talagang mayayaman. Yung mga pupunta talaga sa Boracay, may kaya
and
naman.
Foreigners.
Foreigners.
Are there a lot of foreigners? Di ba sila natakot sa typhoon?
Well, hindi. Marami pa rin. If you will try at this time na mag-book sa mga hotels, wala na, punuan na.
Oo nga eh. Especially the hotel in Manila, punuan.
Punuan ngayon. So,
nasa high season na tayo, di ba?
Oo, kasi tapos na tayo dun sa rainy season.
So tell me about Boracay. So, they give different prices, right? Can you tell us the seasons? Like what is low season, high season, and peak season? What are those dates and months?
Okay, so ang Boracay, ang low season nila ay tapos na nga. Itong rainy season. When it comes to yes.
June 1st until ano?
June 1st hanggang July.
September 30.
Hindi, yan yung pinaka nila.
Cheapest
nila.
So June to July 30 is the cheapest.
Oo, kasi nga yung rainy season yan. Hindi mo makikita yung mga nakasarado yan. May mga plastic para yung mga suns, mga hangin.
So yan ang the cheapest month to travel to Boracay.
Okay,
Kaya lang, you might get stuck there with the typhoon.
Oo, tapos yung medyo tumataas-taas na ng konti from July 17 to September na.
Wow, so apat na ang season rates nila.
Oo, nag-ano yan. Tapos high season na yan from October hanggang
December 15.
January 15 pa, maabot pa sila.
No, then mayroon din silang super peak, di ba?
Super peak.
Ang super peak nila is December 20 hanggang January 10, right?
Some of the resort, yun ang mga ginagawa nila, yung mga malalaking resort. So from December 28 hanggang February pa nga, maabot pa yan ng February.
Okay, so palagay mo, Ferds, this Boracay will still be the #1 destination for the next few years?
Yes. Maganda. Kasi unang-una, safe nga, malinis, at saka affordable yung mga prices doon. Saka professional and services.
Yeah. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Boracay is very safe for foreigners because it's an alcove.
Yes.
If somebody people try to kidnap or try to get away, there's nowhere to run. You know, that's why that's a very favorite destination of foreigners, Boracay, because it's very safe. You know, unlike Palawan, when somebody gets you, there's so many places to go out, and it's so huge, you know. So, okay, tell us more about the success of your travel agency. So, what are the tips of one who will make a travel agency? What are the things that one should do?
Well, you know, Marlene, yung mga kasama namin sa travel, yung mga travel agents namin, they are most traveled yan. Talagang napuntahan nila lahat yung mga resorts na yan. Of course, we have twice a ocular inspection, you know that.
Yeah.
And for free.
Yeah, that's a good
Yun ang
privilege.
kagandahan ng privilege.
Yeah, the privilege of having a travel agency is you have the free ocular checkups. Where in resorts, especially if they are good friends with you and you give them a lot of clients, they do give you
Yes.
free room accommodations for 3 days or 4 days, and then free breakfast or some free meals sometimes, right?
Even buffet dinner or breakfast or whatever.
Yeah, that's why
We have a good relationship with the owner. That's why when we have problems, when there's problem arise, we settle it immediately. Like for example, what is good to me is not good to you. For example, you went to the resort and you find out that, oh, this is not the actual thing that I saw in the internet, but now it's I don't like. So, but because we have a good relationship with the owner, what we did, Marlene, is in-upgrade na lang namin sila. And then TravelDotCom compensate them by giving them red wines.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Or giving them
Free meals.
Free meals. But that's from the resort. That's the resort.
So you said you should have many websites, and your location is very important if you want to make a business. And then good people or travel agents is
Yes.
very important, who are knowledgeable and who have seen places. Because I know people will ask the travel agents and say, hey, have you been there? And then when he says no, I said, how could you say it's good, right? So
We personalize them from door to door,
Okay.
from airport.
It should be a personal
Yeah.
service wherein they can get in touch with you anytime, and then give them the door-to-door service, and then make sure that they arrive.
Yeah, and then they
You check that they do arrive.
Yeah.
You do,
make sure also that they got what they paid.
and then make sure. How do you do that?
Where we call them, are you okay, ma'am? Are you okay? Or did you get the
so
room
you
what
do?
we have? Yes.
So you
we
call them and say, okay, are you satisfied with
Yes.
your room?
If they have problems, immediately, of course, they have to contact us, not the owner. They have to contact us, and then we will talk to the
To
owner.
the owner.
Yeah.
And then if ever the investigation it's on their side, then they have to be upgraded or be given
Yes,
compensation.
Compensation, like
That's a
what they,
good one. So that's your personal service. You call them, make sure that they're in the room and they're happy with the
Yes.
rooms. And for any other problems, then they can get in touch with you 24 hours.
Yes, and not only that, Marlene, we also ask for their comments, so we can improve our services.
Okay, so you also get your comments. And do you get good comments?
Yes, yes, we have a lot.
Okay, so personal services, and then good contract rates, right?
Yes. that's
So to be able to get good contracted rates, then you must really be good friends with the resorts, right?
not only that, of course, you have to give them a good sales also.
Yes, of course. And the more you give sales, I think the better contracted rates they give, so that you can manipulate the prices in your websites or to your clients,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So okay, so website, as much as website, good personnel, good travel agents to sell your packages, personal service, make sure that their travels is good and you can get their comments back and that they're happy that they used you, and then good contracted rates.
Yes.
So, and to get good contracted rates, you really have to also give sales to them, you know. But it helps sometimes when you're good friends to them, they give you an immediate start of a good price, right,
Yeah,
to work on.
Yeah, because they trust you already.
And this contracted rates, then if you have good contracted rates, that means you have a lot of discounts, you mean, right? So then you can manipulate the price that you're going to give your clients.
Yeah, that's why one of our services also is that if they found out that they get a cheapest price, we can even give them the cheapest.
Oh, so you have that guarantee.
Guarantee. Yeah.
Oh, so one of the good thing is when they do online booking, so you give them guarantee. Like if you find someone cheaper or another agent cheaper, then come back to us and we'll make it even lower.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good guarantee. So do you get a lot of clients like that saying, hey, how come this other company is cheaper than yours? But how do you do that? I mean, they can just pretend that somebody's cheaper. So Freddie, how do you make sure that it's real what they're saying.
Well, it's up to them. They're telling the truth.
No, but aren't you supposed to tell them to give you the name of that company or that travel agency that gave you that to make sure?
Well, it's easy to pretend, like what you said,
Yeah.
right? It's easy if they deceive us. But what is important is they give us the price, and right there and then you can
Tell
already
if they're telling the
they're
truth.
telling the truth or not.
And then you can still play around, right? If you
Yeah.
can afford, and it's better that you get a little money than giving it to the competitor.
Yeah, that's
Why not, right? It's better to make $5 than nothing. You know, $5 cannot be picked up on the
That's
street,
right.
right? So then that's the management or that's the travel agency's way, whether she's going to give it at that price or not, right? But does it happen most often?
Well, we have already, there are some people that are masyadong ano naman sila, masyadong galante, no? What they need is basta magandang service mo. They don't care about the price. There are people like that.
That's true.
They don't care. Basta magandang service mo, they don't care about the price.
I agree to that.
At meron din naman mga tao talagang sobra naman talagang kuripot naman talaga at talagang pwede talaga wala ka nang kikita.
And do you believe that it should be like honesty is the best policy? Like you have to treat your clients in all honesty dealings, you know, but you don't have to overprice them that when they find out later on, they'll never come back to you.
Yes. So
do you have that as a policy among your agents that to make sure to give them the best price instead of over pricing them?
yes, that's our policy.
So what happens if one client goes to you and, of course, for example, she doesn't know the prices in Boracay, and if you live in America or in England or in other countries, Philippines is still cheap, right, to spend on vacation. So sometimes they overlook it, right? You give them a published rate, and then they will buy. Don't you feel sometimes guilty that you give them a published rate instead of a better rate?
Like what I said, no? Of course, lahat ng business gusto kung pwede kumita ka talaga. Pero kailangan pa rin talaga i-maintain natin yung honesty. It's the best policy pa rin yun.
No, really. So have you ever had clients wherein published rate and then sabi mo, kukulangan ko ata, kawawa naman para bumalik uli. Kasi, you know, when they go to the resort, sometimes the resorts, they have their own packages, you know, different from the published rates, yung walk-in rates. I mean, do you consider sometimes like it's better to give them a real good rate because they might find it out later that it's cheaper to do a walk-in rate?
Yes. Mas maganda yun.
So do you check the resorts regularly? What are their walk-in rates? Because maybe sometimes the walk-in rates is different from your published rates. I mean, your own published rates,
You're
right?
right, Marlene, kasi there are some resorts na talagang when clients, nag-walk-in sila doon, binababaan talaga nila ang price, which is, may mga ganun resort, not
That's
all
right.
of the resort, in fairness naman, no? May mga ganun talaga, binababaan nila naman ng uso. That's why, kaya maganda na, yung contact mo dapat palagi.
So there be a regular contact with the
Yeah.
resort owners to
Oo.
make sure that you know the real walk-in rates, right?
Yes, kasi nangyayari yan. It
Yeah.
happens.
You know, and sometimes the personnel themselves in the resorts, maybe they want to make little money than nothing, you know, so they say, okay, sir, come to us, we'll give you at the rate you want. Like what I told you, it's better to make $5 than nothing, right? So, are there anything more you could advise people who would like to be in that business?
Well, of course, marami tayong nababalitaan ngayon, Marlene, no, ang ekonomiya natin bagsak.
Okay.
Hindi naman talaga totally bagsak. Ang Pilipinas hindi. At talaga ito talagang nakikita nila na ang business opportunity sa Pilipinas ay talagang maganda. Makita mo nga, dami nga nagtatayuan ng mga buildings niya.
Oo nga.
Tapos pag isang sinabi ko nga sa'yo, pag tumawag ka ngayon sa mga hotels, especially in Manila, wala na. Ano na ngayon? Fully booked na. Mahirapan ka na. Kaya sinasabi ko sa mga magbabakasyon, mas maaga, the better. Mas maganda.
Mas guaranteed.
Mas guaranteed. Kasi kung magpapabook ka ng maaga, mas mura, of course. May mga prices na...
Mapabiwa tayo ng question. Di ba going to Boracay, it's manipulated by one airline na lang? to go directly to Caticlan Airport, you know, the Boracay Airport, the nearest airport. Is it still that one? Is still the only airline?
Well, meron tayong mga batas naman talaga eh. Wherein nagkamali naman talaga sila. And they don't want to that incident happen again. So siguro kaya sila nag-ground. Grounded sila na hindi mo
they
na
started having bigger planes, di ba?
Oo.
Nagkakaroon ng overshoots, no?
Yes,
So,
nagkaroon ng-
nag-isa na lang itong airline na to na it's only Sea Air.
I think
actually.
Sea Air lang ang
Yeah.
gumagamit ngayon.
So, how's that? Did not make the people going to Boracay lesser? Kasi even their prices now is very high. Unlike many years back, meron silang published rate, isa lang. But now, it changes every day.
Mataas talaga ang Sea Air, mataas sila. Pero in fairness naman talaga, magandang services nila.
No, I mean, does it affect the travelers now? Parang mas konti na ng mga locals ang nakaka-afford kasi sobra ng mahal?
Hindi naman, kasi mas mura nga actually pumunta ng Kalibo. Mas mura ang price ng Kalibo. Mas malaki ang eroplano, mas mura.
Oo, pero yung bus naman,
Kaya
bayad
nga
ka rin
lang,
ng extra.
Additional 2 hours ang bus mo. Pero
Ay, pag nasiraan ka pa doon. Probably going via Kalibo is good if you stay more than 2 nights and 3 days, di ba? So, I mean, what can you advise the televiewers? Is it, if you can afford it, 2 nights and 3 days, di ba? Imagine kung mag-via Kalibo ka ba, sayang na, isang araw mo na yung mawawala mo eh. And then you have to check in pa. So, what would you advise them? Take Kalibo lang kung maraming araw sila doon. And then, take the only airline that goes there, direct to Caticlan, kung dalawang gabi lang sila, di ba? Is that what advice you can give?
well, iba-iba ang klase ng tao. Ako, okay lang ako makapuntang Kalibo. Basta
Okay ba?
mura.
Nasubukan mo na ba via Kalibo?
Oo, kasi take another 2 hours. Pero it's fun, masaya. Kasi nakikita mo yung
Yeah,
mga
how's
daan.
the road? How's the road from Kalibo to Caticlan?
Maganda. Maganda ang daan nila.
Highway siya, cemented, hindi lubak-lubak.
Hindi, maganda
They were not
siya.
affected by the typhoons? Walang nasira?
Wala naman. Ang nag-concentrate na naman ang typhoon dito sa atin eh.
So tell me, how many hours exactly ba from you get out from the airport of Kalibo? Ilang minuto talaga papuntang Caticlan?
Well, kung sa umaga ka magta-travel, kasi busy ang road pag umaga. Nandiyan ang mga dadaan-daan dyan. So, pag may mga patay na mga oras naman sila, actually talaga, ilagay mo na lang 2 hours lahat. Makakarating ka na ng Caticlan. From Caticlan, pupunta ka sa boat, another 5 minutes. Tapos another 15 minutes, makakarating ka na sa resort. So, take note lang, yung mga, hindi na sila, ano ngayon Marlene, no? Hindi na sila nagbababa doon sa harapan ng beach ngayon, dito na sila sa likod.
Oo.
So magta-tricycle ka pa. Or kung merong service ang hotel, pipick upin ka doon.
Okay, so Kalibo is okay.
So all in all, siguro 2 hours, 30 minutes, andun ka na.
Talaga?
Nasa resort ka na.
So,
Nag-enjoy
pagpunta ka
na
ng
doon.
Kalibo is 1 hour, 1 hour flight, right? Manila, Kalibo. And then 2 hours, 30 minutes, door-to-door na yon. From Kalibo to the resort na of Caticlan.
Yes. Pero pag Caticlan nga kukuhanin mo, of course, nandun ka na eh. mas madali.
Are the buses or the couches that they offer is very comfortable?
Oo, maganda naman. Maganda aircon, maayos
I
naman
mean,
ang
for
service.
adults maybe it's okay. How about if you have small babies and infants and children? Do you advise them to take the Kalibo route?
Well, katulad yan sinabi ko nga kanina, nasa sa kanila yon. It's their choice. Kung wala na talagang flight at they cannot afford this to pay much,
They have to go via Kalibo.
via Kalibo. So
Minsan yung excitement na lang, no? Ayan na, mas mura naman eh. Dito na lang tayo.
Dito
At
na
least
lang
makarating tayo ng Boracay, di ba? Okay, so are there anything parang problems now that you encounter with regards to travel business here?
Well, ang mga problema lang natin yung mga travel advisory talaga masyadong maigpit na
What do
magulo
you
daw
mean?
ang Pilipinas, hindi raw siya safe puntahan. Marlene, hindi naman totoo yun eh. Of course, kung pupunta ka doon sa war zone, talagang
Hindi advisable.
advisable.
Bakit? Mayroon bang maraming trip advisory ngayon from the States, from other countries?
Oh yes, marami.
Gaya ng where? Nag-advise ba ang USA not to go Boracay or?
Well, maraming advices ngayon na hindi safe pumunta ang Pilipinas, marumi, Dahil sa mga nangyari itong bagyo, maraming sakit. Tapos sabi nila na magulo ang politika dito. Tapos hindi safe pumunta sa mga mamasyal sa mga ganyang mga resorts like Boracay, Palawan, when it comes to security. Pero hindi, very safe siya. Very safe. Alam niyo na, wala naman nakikidnap talaga dito. Yung mga nakikidnap lang, yung pupunta ron, nagsimasadya.
Yeah, I mean, having said that, Ferds, you know, I think even after Ondoy, I mean, Makati is still normal. And then even now, it's very normal. But then I think like I heard from my friends in the internet, right? They email me and they say, yeah, we don't want to feel like coming to the Philippines because it's still underwater, which is not, you know. And also they think that there is still 2 typhoons coming. Meron pa ba tayong typhoons?
Siguro siya na lang nakakalam no, meron din mga typhoons.
That's why I said, well, if you have to wait for, I mean, if you just depend on the typhoon, you know, when will the typhoon comes? And I'm sure naman, di ba?
Pero itong time na to, wala na mga typhoons to. Ano na ito naman? Talagang time na para magbakasyon na.
Time na talaga vacation, December time na eh.
December
you know,
time
I hope, you know. Eh yeah, tama yung sinabi, may mga trip advisory na may dengue ngayon, may yung, ano ba yung sickness ng skin ngayon? Leptospirosis, you know. Na hindi lang yun, meron pa tayong H1N1 nga, di ba? H1N1, leptospirosis, dengue, but dengue is really more dangerous than the others, you know. So, I think, so in a way, siguro nabawasan, don't you think?
Sabi ko nga kanina, mukhang hindi eh. Kasi pag pupunta ka ng Makati ngayon, huwag kang pupunta ng alas 4 sa Makati o papaabot dahil hindi sobrang traffic. So, at saka nakita mo talaga, ang daming tao, sobrang daming tao.
Yeah, I mean, alam mo, sa Makati, puno na lahat ng mga hotels eh.
Kaya
up to the end of the month?
Kahit ngayon, Marlene, magpa-reserve sila ngayon, medyo pahirapan na rin.
So, do you also handle hotels in Manila?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so, but how are the contracted rates compared to Boracay? Mas malaki ang kita sa Boracay, kaya yung mga hotel dito?
Of course naman, mababa talaga kasi sa panahon nga sa nangyari ngayon. Plus, ang dami na rin mga hotels dito sa Manila ngayon na magaganda. So, talaga ang price nila mababa. Mababa ngayon.
Okay. So, would you like to say something to the televiewers? Maybe you can give them your website. Since you said you've got the best Boracay packages, the cheapest Boracay packages, any advice you would like to tell the televiewers why they would choose you?
Yeah, okay. So, thank you so much, Marlene. No? Maraming salamat din sa Global. No? So, sa TravelDotCom po kami. At talagang yung sinabi namin ay totoo. Comparable yung price. Pag nakakita kayo ng mas mura, pakita pa ninyo, bigyan pa namin kayo ng mas mura. At ipe-personalize po namin kayo at makukuha ninyo kung ano man inyong nakita sa internet.
English.
At tatawagan namin kayo at kakausapin kung kayo ay nag-enjoy. At kung meron kayong mga problema, nandyan po kami na handang tumulong sa inyo. Hindi po namin kayo iwanan hanggang sa pag-uwi po ninyo. At kukontakin pa rin namin kayo kung meron pa rin kayo mga mabababang mga prices.
Okay.
At Marlene, they can contact us sa 571-7034-236. At pwede rin kaming bisitahin sa aming website ng boracairates.net.
What
At
else?
pwede rin kaming bisitahan din sa www.boracay affordable packages, www.boracay accommodation rates, www.boracay resorts hotels. So pwede na kayo mapuntahan.
And what's your company name para may login nila?
Okay, lagay lang nila mail.travel.com.ph.
Mail?
mail.travel.com.ph.
Can they also reach you when you just Google you or Yahoo you at TravelDotCom Inc. Philippines?
Yes, they can do that. They can reach us there.
Because there's also TravelDotCom in UK, you know.
Yeah, just PH is Philippines.
Yeah, so
Just
TravelDotCom.ph.
.ph. Yeah, they can check our website. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then you say that the Boracay is still safe?
Yes, very safe, 100% safe.
Okay, thank you for these, and I hope we will come again and talk about more other spots. I hope you will diversify more to other spots in the Philippines, and maybe we'll talk like Palawan as a destination, or Bohol or Cebu next time. Thank you
okay,
so much for coming with us.
Thank you so much.
To all televiewers, here is Travel.com that offers very, very good prices for packages going to Boracay. And according to Ferdy, he said via Calibo is okay. And it's the cheapest route to go to Boracay, because I know Sea Air is already very expensive, because it's the only airline. When the demand is high, the price is high, you know. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and I hope we were able to give you tips. And if you want to join or you make business, travel agency as your business, thank you and good day.